That's basically it. They're waiting on, oh, she's gone to a different doctor. And they've heard nothing. So clearly they're like, the trainers have heard nothing. It was the trainers that were trying to get her right and she got injured again. So clearly, you know, those trainers, whatever their training team is, Caitlyn Clark has lost faith in the training team. Like, this is Kawhi. This is Kawhi Leonard. This is Kawhi Leonard's situation, where she's going for second opinions and not even telling the training team what's happening.
Fever athletic doctor freaks out as footage show Caitlyn Clark denying treatment of injury assault. Tensions are rising inside the Indiana Fever organization as footage and reports reveal a growing rift between WNBA sensation Caitlyn Clark and the franchise's medical staff. In a stunning turn of events, Clark has reportedly denied treatment from the Fever's athletic trainers following a recurring injury, instead seeking care from an independent doctor, without informing the team.
Where she's going for second opinions and not even telling the training team what's happening. This is Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi-esque. This is absolutely Kawhi-esque. And by the way, this isn't like a Caitlyn Clark has, like, she hates the Indiana Fever or anything. But she has clearly lost trust in the Fever. There is no trust there between Caitlyn. 3 to 4 weeks to be sure she doesn't get injured again, but we've been 100% sure she needs, or 2 months. We're not doctors, we have no idea. Kawhi distant and disconnected from Spurs.
This has left the Fever's medical personnel and coaching staff in the dark, raising major concerns about internal trust and communication. According to insider reports, Clark's complete silence on her medical status has left Fever trainers freaking out, reminiscent of the now infamous Kawhi Leonard situation with the San Antonio Spurs. Just as Leonard distanced himself from the Spurs due to mistrust in the training staff, Clark appears to be making similar moves, keeping her recovery timeline and external consultations completely private.
Kawhi distant and disconnected from Spurs due to disagreements about his rehab. That's almost what it seems like. Doesn't mean it's good or bad, but why aren't you talking to your staff? Scroll up to Kawhi Leonard. She's pulling a Kawhi Leonard. Like, she is pulling a Kawhi Leonard. Like, she won't talk. She won't talk to the team. She won't talk to Fever trainers. Like, that is...
Head coach Stephanie White recently confirmed that there has been no update on Clark's condition or potential return date. More troubling, the Fever's training staff hasn't received any medical feedback from the external doctors Clark has visited. While Clark's teammates remain supportive and have not publicly questioned her commitment, the situation hints at a severe organizational disconnect. Analysts believe Clark's decision to withhold information signals a deeper issue, a total loss of trust in the Fever's injury management system.
Like, that's not great. That is not great if you are, like, the Fever organization, where you're like, your star player is not keeping your training team, your S&C team, up to date. They're taking it entirely into their own hands. And again, I don't think there's anything that's going to be done badly. And if you guys don't know, when it comes to Kawhi Leonard, one of the big reasons, one of the big things with Kawhi Leonard was that
despite the absence of public drama between teammates, fans and commentators are comparing the situation to the Leonard Spurs fallout, which ultimately led to Leonard's departure. However, unlike Leonard's case, Clark's silence seems rooted in career preservation rather than organizational defiance. With the Fever struggling to maintain a record above .500 and little hope for a deep playoff run, Clark may be prioritizing long-term health over short-term gains. Many close to the team speculate she won't return unless Indiana climbs out of the lower playoff seedings by mid-August. Meanwhile, Indiana faces immense pressure as Clark's absence affects not only on-court performance but also marketing and media engagement. The Fever's next few games will determine whether they remain playoff contenders or risk falling out entirely. Dropping to the 8th seed, or worse, would not only crush postseason dreams but also put the franchise's future strategy into question. Some argue it may be smarter to miss the playoffs entirely and secure a top 5 draft pick, rather than push Clark to return prematurely. Ultimately, Caitlin Clark's decision reflects a mature, calculated approach to injury recovery and career longevity. However, her lack of communication with the Fever's staff paints a troubling picture of fractured trust within the organization.